Hello all. In today's class, I'm going to discuss about for loop. Okay. Let me define now what is loop first. Okay. Looping means it's a process of executing same set of statement for n number of time until some condition is met. I mean to say it will execute some statements repeatedly for n number of times until the condition remains true. Okay. Once the condition becomes false, it will come out of the loop. Okay. Process of executing the same statement again and again until some condition is met or some end condition is met. Okay. That's called loop. C language support three types of loops: for loop, while loop, and do while loop. Okay. In today's class, I am going to discuss about the for loop. In the next class, we'll see what is while loop and do while loop. Okay. For loop is a repetition control structure that allows you to efficiently write a loop that needs to be executed a specific number of time. I mean to say, it will execute some statement for specific number of time. How many number of time to be executed? That is already defined. Okay, that many times for loop will execute the statements. But in case of while loop or do while loop, it will keep on execute the statement until some condition, until the condition remains true. In case of for loop, the number of times statement to be executed is fixed. Okay. Let's see the syntax of the for loop. Okay. For is the keyword. Okay. Followed by within the parenthesis, first we'll mention the initialization. Okay. Where this is the beginning value of the variable or beginning condition. Initial values. Okay. The second one is end condition. How long that statement must be executed? How long that condition must be? Statement must be executed. Okay. If the condition is true, it will execute the statement. Otherwise, it will stop the execution of the for loop. Okay. Next is increment. Okay. First, we'll have an initial value. Then it will check the condition. Okay. Later, we have an increment. Every time after executing the statement, it will go for the increment. Once the increment is done, it will go for the condition again before executing the statement. Okay. Here the order. Initialization will take place only once. Okay. Initialization will be done only once. Condition will be checked before executing the statement. Condition will be checked before executing the statement. If the condition is true, then only it will execute the statement. Okay. Otherwise, it will come out of the for loop. Okay. So first condition followed by the statement. After the statement, it will go for the increment. Okay. Not only increment, it can be a decrement also. Okay. So value of this variable will be changed, either incremented or decremented. Okay. Once the value of the variable is changed, initial value is changed. Okay. It will go for the condition again. It will go for the condition again. If the condition is true, it will go for the statements. From the statement, it will go for the increment, condition, statement. It will keep on looping. Okay. So initialization will be done only once. Condition, increment, decrement, and statement will get executed for n number of times. Okay. Statement will get executed only if the condition is true. Okay. After the statement, it will go for the value increment or decrement. Then before executing the statement again, the condition will be checked. Okay. This is for loop. Initialization, condition, and increment. Okay. Remember one more thing. The for loop will not end with semicolon. Okay. In the first line, we have a signature part. Okay. In that signature part, for loop will not end with the semicolon like other statements. Okay. Even for the while loop and do while loop also, it won't end with semicolon. But in case of do while loop, it is little bit different. We will see that in the later classes. Okay. So as I explained in the previous case, initialization will execute first and only once. Okay. After that initialization, condition will be checked. Once the condition is checked, it will go for the statement. Body of the for loop will get executed. Okay. It can be a single statement or it can be group of statement followed by the increment or decrement value. Okay. Again, the condition will be checked. If condition is true, this things will be repeated. Otherwise, it will come out of the for loop. Okay. This is simple example. I'm initializing the a value with 10. A is equal to 10. I'm checking whether a is lesser than or equal to 20. Okay, a is 10, initial value is 10. I'm checking whether a is lesser than or equal to 20. Okay, condition is true. Once the condition is true, it won't go for the increment directly, it will go for the statement. It will print the value of a. Okay, here you can see initial value of a is 10, it will print 10. Okay, then increment will happen. Okay, after the increment a will become 11. Okay, a plus plus or minus minus or plus plus a, it is called increment or decrement operator. We'll discuss in the later classes. Okay, once the increment is done, it will check the condition again. It won't go for the initialization, it will check the condition. Okay, so now a becomes 11, 11 is still lesser than 20, so it will go for the execution of same printf statement again. It will print 11. Okay, we'll check the output in the code block software itself. Okay, in this program I'm taking one variable I and I'm giving the initial value I is equal to 1. Okay, I am comparing with 11. Okay, I mean to say I want to print the numbers from 1 to 10. Okay, it will go for 1 to 10. Here the printf is the statement which repeatedly get executed with different I value. So initial value of I is 1, 1 is lesser than 11, condition is true. It will print the message like value is equal to, and first value of I, that is 1, value is equal to 1. Okay, then I will become incremented. I mean 1 plus 1, it will become 2. 2 is lesser than 11, it will execute the printf statement again, so it will print value is equal to 2. I will be incremented, I becomes 3. 3 is lesser than 11, it will keep on executing printf statement until I reach 11. Once I reach 11, 11 is lesser than 11, condition will false, it won't execute printf statement, it will come out of the for loop. Okay, we'll check the output. You can check the output here. It is printing from value 1 to value 10 based on the values which I specified inside the for loop. Okay, so for loop has three important things. One is initialization, conditions, and increment and decrement. Okay, initialization will happen only once. Condition and statement will get executed multiple times. Even increment. Okay, the order is simple. After the condition is checked, if the condition is true, it will go for the statement. Once statement is executed, it will go for the increment. Okay, so increment, condition, statement, again increment, condition, statement. It will keep on looping. I mean, it will keep on executing the same statement again and again. That is for loop. Okay, in the next class, we will discuss while loop and do while loop. Thank you.